Hi there. What a great day for a ride. I find myself today, on this day, riding leisurely on the outskirts of St. Louis, Missouri, in one of the many different scenic routes that we have, enjoying a much more comfortable day of 82 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been a lot hotter than that here over the last several months. We're in the dog days of summer here. But at 82% Fahrenheit and humidity's a little lower, I couldn't resist getting out here and riding. I got my jacket open a little bit, but that's just to let a little more air circulate, but I continue to have the protection. So let me start off by saying hello, friends of the internet and beyond, and I'm very excited that you joined me today. I've been thinking about a topic to discuss today, and you know, the one thing that comes to mind is motorcycling as a hobby. I hear many people talk about how great it is and what they love about it, but I don't know if we've ever delved into it. You know, motorcycling in and of itself has a lot of advantages. It's very seclusionary. You know, I mean, you can get out like me right now and enjoy this wonderful weather and just really enjoy the sights and sounds that you see and be with nature, which is really cool. It's also very serene and very relaxing if you want it to be. You know, and that's a big thing, because if you think about it from a perspective of looking for something relaxing or something that allows you to get away from your issues, riding a motorcycle, a good trip into the back country like this can often do the trick. You know, one of the things it requires you to do is hone your attention. You know, you can't really linger or focus too far away from things. You have to be present when you ride a motorcycle. So in that sense, it sort of is a stress relief, because it can take away a lot of your daily stresses, because you're focused on the road, you're focused on what's in front of you. It really requires you to be in the moment. You know, unlike a lot of other things, you know, this one here, you have to be in the moment. You know, and also you get to enjoy the smells, and you get to enjoy the feel of the air that it hits you, and you get to enjoy, you know, and experience the temperatures, and experience, you know, the drops, and experience all that nature has to offer on the road that being in an iron cage doesn't really afford you. Not that I wouldn't say get out and ride even in that, but because you get a chance to get out and enjoy the countryside and everything. But riding on two wheels or even three wheels just is it's just a different feel. You know, some of the other things that are cool about riding, you know, is the gas mileage. You really do get, for the most part, better gas mileage than you do in a car. So if you want to take a leisurely drive like you see me doing right here, sometimes it's more economical to be on a motorcycle, because you just jump out and see where it takes you. And a lot of times it's like 150 years ago in the Wild West or wherever, just jump on your horse and ride. Well, you're jumping on your steel horse and riding air. And it's fun. It really is. And you can feel every curve, every dip, experience so many different things. And then there's kind of a community of sorts you get out of it, because, you know, you ride by people, and if they ride a motorcycle, you usually get a wave. And when you're stopped getting gas or relaxing, sometimes there might be somebody right there riding a motorcycle too, and all of a sudden you strike up a conversation. Could lead to a friendship. You never know. So there's a lot to gain from riding in that sense. Now, is it dangerous? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a lot more dangerous riding a motorcycle than it is driving in a car. You know, the margin of error is much smaller. You're less visible. You know, there's a lot more for you to have to deal with, and more factors that could lead to injury and fatality. Even rocks on the road or leaves on the road could be potential issues. But if you ride safe and you're aware and you get around all of that, riding can be very soothing and fun. And it can also be adrenaline ridden. Depends on what kind of a rider you are. You know, I can ride like today and just completely relax and be in the moment, just enjoy nature, go any speed I want. But there are also days, if you want to go on a track or you want to get somewhere else where you just want to take those curves, well, you have the adrenaline feel too, and you have that rush that comes with it. So this as a hobby, or this as a choice, has its benefits every bit as much as its dangers. You know, I choose to ride for the benefits of what I get out of it. I'll get home, I'll feel like I've done something with my day. I'll be tired, perhaps, but I really enjoy it. You know, and what are some of my favorite things about riding a cycle? I think it is that camaraderie. You know, the idea that when you pull over or there's somebody passing you, there's kind of a polite kind of a courtesy nod and an opportunity for you to get meet somebody and talk to people. You know, and there's always something to talk about when you're riding, and that's cool. So while it's a secluded activity in many ways when you're on the bike, when you get off the bike, it's actually kind of fun because you can always talk about the ride you had. You could talk about, you know, the bike you have, you know, the road you were on, any of that. And it's really cool, and it's a great experience. And to me, it really promotes travel and just riding, because it's not dull getting on and riding a motorcycle. You know, I can twist, I can turn, I can move in any different direction I want, and I really enjoy that. I feel like I have more control and freedom on a motorcycle than I do really in a car. You know, and that's the great thing about this. And then if I want more air, I can lift up my visor a little bit. I can open the vents. I can stop and I can take a break. So I got a lot of options, and it feels like a sport at times because, you know, you're using some skill and you're using some activity here, and you're testing your own mettle to some degrees to be able to ride. You know, in the newer bikes give you in some ways even more of that because, you know, granted, you don't have as much freedom to work on them, it seems like, or there's more technology behind them, but that's part of the fun, too. Is you get some of them now, you can get GPS, some of them have different places for you to put drinks, more for you to store. They're capable of going, some of them go longer distance. There's all kinds of options you can choose. So depending on the type of rider you want to be is the type of bike you can get. And the market does sort of cater towards different riders now. So what do you think? What's your favorite part of riding? What is it if you had to try to tell someone, hey, this is the greatness of riding, or these are the things that you want to steer away from? What would you tell them? Let me know in the comments. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.